Hi Virgo, and welcome to your love story for April 2020. For April, I am going to look at your soulmate, your one, the strongest soul bond, romantic connection you will have in this lifetime. So let's take a look, Virgo, and we will also see what it's all about. We're going to start with the chakra card to see which chakra you guys are most attached in this lifetime. Ooh, very, very nice. Aries received this. So if you are connected to an Aries Virgo, here you go. But this being the third eye chakra, as well as visualization, this tells me, Virgo, this is a very significant soulmate to you. You guys have been romantic partners in many lifetimes prior to this one. And the reason why you sign up at the soul level for this romantic union and connection in the earth plane is because of your energy frequency, their energy and frequency. And when you guys come together, this synergy of that and what you grow and evolve into, what they grow and evolve into. And there's you guys are already very in alignment from these previous lifetimes, but coming together, you're meant to have a spiritual awakening. This person will bring you closer to your soul, closer to God, bring a lot of different beliefs and spiritual practices into your life that maybe you were not aware of prior, or vice versa. You're doing that for them. But the basis of your relationship is more of a spiritual connection than like physical attraction or material attraction or anything like that. This is somebody where you're like, I just love you. Like, I just love you. I don't care what you have. I don't care what you lose. I love you. Like, that's the kind of bond the two of you have. It's true. It's authentic. It's deep. It comes from the soul. It's very spiritual. All right, let's pull some major arcana to look at your energy and your soulmate's energy. One of you is showing as the star. Oh, this is beautiful. This also talks about reconnection, okay, for some of you. And I wanted to say that this soulmate could be somebody that you have yet to meet, that you're currently in union with, or perhaps you're in separation. And one of you is coming through as the star. So this person has had a life where there's a lot of difficulty, but there's also been a lot of like magic and miracles that take place. So this person could believe, but also have a lot of insecurity and fear within them, like the other shoe's always going to drop just because of what they've been through. But this is also somebody who is very social, very popular, and it doesn't mean like they are close friends with everybody, but a lot of people know them, and they, their social media could have like a lot of activity on it. They're just somebody who's much more social rather than introverted. Also, this person could potentially be an Aquarius. Next is the Hanged Man. So this is the person I feel that's going to receive like a lot of insight and have like a lot of new ideas brought to them by this person, just because they're coming out as the Hanged Man. So the other person in this connection, Virgo, showing as the Hanged Man, is somebody who is very narrow-minded in what they think and what they believe. And so coming into this union is going to profoundly change them. The way this person lives life, believes, the different experiences that they've gone through, as this information is shared, it really begins to change this person's perception of themselves, of life, what it's all about, because again, this is very spiritual. Also, this person is very stubborn and just kind of like fixed in their ways. So that might cause a little friction in the relationship, because this person is much more fluid and flowing, whereas this person is very fixed and rigid, and it's like black and white type of energy. So let's pull some tarot and dig a little deeper. Eight of Thoughts, blinded, projections, restrictions. Journey's end, acceptance, breakup, transformation. Ace of Roses, gift, opportunity, pleasant surprise. Ten of Thoughts, abandonment, betrayal, loss. And Spirit Guide, guidance, overseer, unknowable. All right, so that's a good sign. You guys have a spirit guide that is assigned to the two of you specifically for your connection this lifetime. And the reason for that is because there's a lot that you're going to evolve into at a spiritual level within this connection, and it's very significant for where you are at in your soul cycle at this time, and that's why there's this spirit guide that's overseeing this connection. So Virgo, I do feel that you might have some a breakup and separation with this person. In fact, there might be a couple of those throughout the course of this relationship, because what I see here and then what I see here. And so what that tells me is, you know, you guys do go through a bit with this connection, but the love that you feel for them and the bond that you have, there is no other, Virgo. And you know, sometimes, you know, it's better to have experienced and gone to that great height, even though you had to go to the low, than to never have experienced it at all. And, you know, with you guys, what I do feel is you will always come back together, okay? Because you have a spirit guide here, but you guys are going to go through a lot of ups and downs. And, you know, Leo had a similar message in their reading. So if you're attached to a Leo, there you go. But the back and forth, like I just see a lot of back and forth, and here blinded projections, restrictions. I feel it has a lot to do with this person and their energy, just the way they see the world. They could be a bit self-absorbed, you know, selfish upon your first meeting of them. And it doesn't mean that they're a bad person, but I just, with the restriction and the hangman there, this person I feel is the one that like pulls away, comes back, pulls away, comes back. Whereas this person just has, like, you know, hope that this will eventually work out. Like, I just want to be with you. Why are you, like, why is this so hard for you? Or why do you got to do this? Why do you say that? Why do you got to behave like this? Why is it that 1 minute you're totally in love with me and you want to be in this situation, and then some time passes and then you're confused and you're unsure and you're depressed and all these things? It's just like you go through a lot with this person and this relationship, but there is a big payoff for it, and we're going to pull more cards to see where this all leads, because again, you would not have this spirit guide here if this wasn't a very important connection for the growth of your soul, where you're at in your soul cycle. All right, so let's pull some more cards. So we do have some of that Aries energy, some Leo energy, a potential Aquarius, and then we also have a Scorpio coming through. And maybe for some of you, it could be a Pisces. Maybe, I feel that's like less so, but we do have the spirit guide there. Okay, so we have girl talk, time with friends, moving on. Girl with a snake, empath, and a narcissist paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries, and that's coming out under Journey's End. And now we have axe, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment, passion, insane chemistry, like each other equally, having fun, and hand of cards, taking a chance, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. So the spirit guide here sees all the potentialities of, you know, the two of you and the different choices that you guys make. And with the restrictions here, I do feel, based on the soul contract you have with this person, this spirit guide has some leeway to kind of impact your free wills a bit, all right? And it goes back to the soul contract. So some of you could be, you know, where you are in this relationship and you want out of it really badly, like you're just sick of everything that goes on, and it's like you can't leave it, you guys can't break up, you can't separate for whatever reason. And Virgo, you've got to trust that, because what I'm getting is you guys, this spirit guide is keeping you together for a purpose. Those of you that feel that way at this time, you're being kept together for a purpose, and this relationship is going to evolve into a different energy that doesn't have all of this heavy shadow going on. And you know, as you guys stick it out through these challenges, you both are growing and maturing spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You're changing into a different person, even if you don't realize it through the process. So that's why you can't break apart, because there is this force stronger than you keeping you guys together. Okay, now for those of you who are in separation and you feel like, you know, this is where I belong, this is who I love, but it's like everything in the world preventing you from being together at this time, it's the same thing, Virgo. That spirit guide is keeping you apart at this time for purpose. And it has a lot to do with whoever this is, whether this is you or your partner, because this person has a lot that they need to work out mentally. They have to really see things from a different perspective, shift their thoughts, their emotions. And with the girl with the snake, the empath narcissist paradigm, I feel like this would be the narcissist and this would be the empath. And I don't feel like this person is a narcissist, but I do feel that they're very selfish and self-absorbed. And you know, through this separation, there's a lot that's going to play out and happen to them in their life that's going to shift that, break them out of this hanged man energy. And after that, that's when the spirit guide will align you guys back together. Okay, it's just they've got a lot of work to do. And you know, those of you who have yet to meet this person, or you're in union and there is no separation at this time, you know, if this separation does come and you do kind of notice this back and forth, realize that that's part of your soul contract. And instead of being so focused on the physical aspect of things or feeling sad through the disconnection, ask the spirit guide, why are we apart? What am I meant to understand and grow and learn and evolve into during this separation? And the answers will come in for you. But Virgo, there is an overseer of this connection in this relationship. And so when you feel like you're up against a brick wall, trying to be together or trying to separate, it's your spirit guide. And you guys allowed that overriding of your free will through the soul contract that you guys had before you came here. So let's look at some heart and soul messages. It's a heart message, and it says, I failed at loving you. I'm flawed and need to figure myself out. Right there. Next is ego. I'm deceptive. I even lie to myself. I have a lot of inner work to do. There we go, once again. And lastly, another heart message. I'm so confused about everything. I don't know what to do about it yet. All right, so this person going to be going through quite a bit during this separation. You know, or even if we can't separate for whatever reason, like life is going to throw a lot at this person, and it's to wake them up, to shake them up, to shift them out of that hanged man energy, because what they're working on for their soul evolution, I feel, is a much different path than over here. But again, this union, this romantic connection, it is like it facilitates, not facilitates, it like rapidly, what is the word I'm looking for? It like increases the speed, acceleration. There we go. It accelerates your soul evolution much faster through this connection than through other different soulmates you have in this lifetime, okay? So what you guys get from each other is an acceleration of evolution opposed to not working this out with each other. And so unfortunately, due to that, that's why this is so like up and down, up and down. So I do want to pull a few more cards to kind of look at the transition of this, because I didn't get a whole lot. I just see like the back and forth, the restriction, and then this spirit guide overseeing and saying all is well. Like all is well, you've got to trust the process. So let's just see what you guys you know, evolve into once this person gets out of that hanged man energy, because I do feel there's more behind this, you know, like something to do with like spiritual work. All right, so these two wanted to come out, and we have completion, elevation, evolution, manifestation, and we have the divine feminine of emotions, authentic, deep, empathic. So this is like the ultimate goal of this relationship for both of you. There's a lot of elevation, evolution taking place, and also bringing you closer to your soul, to your authentic self. And the relationship and connection that you guys have is very deep, and it's empathic with each other. So let's pull some more cards. Bringer of emotion, token of affection, or romantic offer. Ten of flames, baggage, overwhelmed, scattered. Six of flames, admired, noticed, spotlight. Five of flames, conflict, power, struggles, thwarting. And lastly, bringer of roses. A commitment is offered. Nice. So you've got, like, I pulled 5 cards, and out of the 5, you've got 3 flames cards. Flames are like the soul, the ether energy, and that just goes back to like the evolution you both receive from this. But you both finally do get on the same page. One's coming through as the bringer of emotions. That's could be a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then, you know, here's you, the bringer of roses. A commitment is offered. So this is what you guys evolve into. It's very balanced and equal energy, both coming out as a bringer. And, you know, the person who has to shift out of this hangman energy really does so and becomes much more emotional, sensitive, and romantic. And then, you know, we have a very solid long-term commitment that takes place after, you know, this person gets out of that hanged man energy. And again, all of this happens and unfolds, Virgo, for purpose of soul evolution. And through the connection of each other, it's just a very accelerated process, which is what you both signed up for. And there is a spirit guide that's overseeing all of this and will make sure that everything plays out exactly as you intended to at the soul level. And the reason for that is, again, this is something very significant about the soul cycle that you are currently in. All right, so those are your messages. Oh, Virgo, I almost forgot because I pulled extra cards. Let's get one final piece of advice. Wild. Believe in your otherworldly beauty, dance with the waves, and drink in the sunlight. And this is just your confirmation. This came out in Leo's reading as well. This is just your confirmation that there is a lot more about soul evolution to this relationship than the actual experience of it in the physical plane. Like, that's the focus. And so maybe this reading will help you guys who are really going through this understand why it has to be this way. It all has to do with your guys' soul evolution and where you're at in that process in your soul cycle. This is very significant life as well as what you experience through this connection. And, you know, believe in the magic and believe that there is a spirit guide that oversees this, and ask for clarity, signs, and synchronicities when you are feeling lost or insecure or unsure, and you will receive the guidance that you need. All right, because this is all about healing and wishes coming true as well with the stars. So those are your messages, Virgo. I'm sending you guys lots of love and light. Take care.